What's up, guys? I guys, welcome back to Reaction. Today we're reacting to Empressive's Kim K likes Drake. Kanye wants to refuse to speak to Kim. Understandable. And Beyonce's over the Grammys. Not surprised. So anyway, let's go reaction to you guys. I heard this. I heard a little bit about this as well, but I don't know the whole story. And one thing I love about her channel, I love the way she breaks everything down, like her depends and stuff. So this is reaction to today. Before we get into it, make sure to give me a thumbs, subscribe, and share. There'll be a link in the description to the video. Supposed to reach the channel. Please go support her. Go watch the video. Go like it. If you have already liked it, go do it again. Go watch it again. Make sure to check out my social media. Will also be in the description below as well. The links to them. And make sure to let me know in the comment section what else you guys want to react to. How's your thoughts, reaction? Like that we hate it. What are your opinions at the end of it? But let's get into this. I like her theme song and her interest.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Empressive channel. There are several topics I want to discuss in this video, but before I do that, I want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. HelloFresh.
We're gonna skip that, guys, but go check out HelloFresh. It's very important to me.
Fresh.com. Thank you all for watching that ad. Now back to the video. I'm sure some of y'all know that the Grammys will be airing tonight, which I will review. However, certain people will not be performing, and one of those big names is Beyonce.
Yeah, we already know.
Now, this is rather interesting because Beyonce is actually the most nominated artist of this year's Grammys. So I was anticipating her performance. I thought she may do a surprise performance for her song Black Parade and then do the Savage performance with Megan Thee Stallion.
That'd be dope.
But it seems like that's not happening because according to LA Times, Beyonce turned down the offer to perform. Harvey Mason, who is a chief executive of the Grammys, said this about Beyonce not performing. It's unfortunate because she's such a big part of the Recording Academy. We absolutely wish we had her on stage. Also, the executive producer of the show, Ben Winston, said that another artist turned down the opportunity to perform. He said that this unnamed performer did not want to perform because she got snubbed 3 years ago. Now, they didn't reveal the name of the artist, but some people thought that maybe it was SZA who turned down the offer to perform because back in 2018, her album Control was completely snubbed by the Grammys. So it's very possible.
Now, I've never really listened to SZA like that or even listened to any of her albums, really, but I know she can sing and I know she's fire. So I definitely like, I remember watching that Grammys back then, and though I listened to the album, I was like, she probably should have got something. You just, with certain artists are just so good, like, they should win an award, even if they didn't put it out, because they're just that good. And the Grammys have been amazed at the whole year of just snubbing out people. From the Grammys from get awards they should have got. But who am I to say?
Possible that the artist they were talking about is SZA. I'm not certain they were talking about her, but it's possible. And a part of me thinks that Beyonce chose not to perform because she and her husband Jay-Z were snubbed. If you remember back in 2017, Beyonce's Lemonade album actually lost in all of the major categories.
Yeah, I remember.
She did not win Album of the Year. She didn't win Song of the Year or Record of the Year. People were so mad, and that was very disappointing to her. Also, Jay-Z's album 444 was completely snubbed in 8 different categories. And if you notice, Beyonce has...
Despite that being one of the greatest rap albums ever, man. Like, it's crazy. The Grammys really don't care. They really don't care, man. I remember I couldn't believe it, man. I remember my sister telling me, like, the hype was you guys were just so angry and stuff. It's crazy.
Not performed at the Grammys since then. And she chose not to perform this year either, even though she's the most nominated artist of 2021. That to me says a lot. Yeah. I think that Beyonce is kind of making a silent statement there She understands her influence and power, and she knows that the Grammys would love for her to perform because she will bring in a lot of
So
ratings.
many views,
But she's
man.
not going to be
Crazy.
used in that way. And SZA allegedly was not going to be used in that way
Great for
either. If
them.
the Grammys
Stand up
are
for
not
yourself.
going to properly acknowledge the artist, they should not expect them to
I agree.
perform. Music should be judged fairly. It
That
shouldn't be
that is
judged
true.
based off of politics.
Thank
But
you.
unfortunately, that's how it goes at the Grammys, and people are
That's how
starting
it
to
goes
lose
anywhere.
respect for the Grammys. Another artist who's not performing is The Weeknd. In fact, The Weeknd is not performing ever again because he was
Interesting.
snubbed. His album After Hours was actually the biggest album of 2020. However, the
That's
Grammys
true.
snubbed the album because they were upset that he chose to perform at the Super Bowl. So The Weeknd decided that he's no longer submitting his music to the Grammy committee. And I don't blame him because the way the Grammys treated him was terrible.
I also want to say, like, all these artists that she talk are big onto the point they don't need the Grammys, and that's, I think, is for a lot of people that don't realize, like, you don't need a Grammy to say that you're a great musician. It's a cool winning Grammy. I guess I'm not reading the music like that. I'm not want to be a musician, but I know it's like it's kind of like a thing, like she said. Like, but people lost respect for Grammy over the years because of what they do. Where back then, like you said, like the early 2000s, like the Grammys, like winning a Grammy was like huge. It was everything. It was like, oh my God, you're not the greatest if you don't win a Grammy. But now it's like, where artists just becoming so big, with streaming and stuff. It's like I don't really think the Grammys are that important anymore. Yeah, I mean it's cool to win one, but like who cares? Like so the Weeknd had the biggest album of the year. Beyonce's Beyonce, Jay Z. These are incredibly successful people. Scissor. So it's like, if the Grammys don't want to respect them, they don't have to bow down to them because like they're already great. They already have a great gigantic fan base. They don't need the Grammys for anything. So I like that. I like seeing artists stand up for themselves, knowing how big they are, knowing how powerful and influence them, how much influence they have. Sorry, guys, how much influence they have, and not bowing down to these people.
Terrible. So yeah, it's too bad that these artists won't be performing. I'm kind of bummed out that Beyonce is not
I would
performing,
love to see the
but I
Cyrus
don't blame
performing.
her because once again,
That
why would she
shit would
allow the
have been
committee to
fire.
use her for ratings if they're not going to properly acknowledge her?
I agree.
So I do think it's pointless to even show up, but it definitely would have been a great moment. Now, on to the next topic. I want to talk about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian.
The
Now,
big
as
story.
we all know, Kanye and Kim are going through a divorce. Now, Kim was the one who actually filed for a divorce, and
I just want to say I was extremely surprised by how long they lasted, and I thought they were going to like go on to the end. I was just like, I don't know, you guys were like that with me. I was extremely surprised by how long they lasted.
I thought she was the one who wanted to leave the marriage because of Kanye's failed presidential run. However, the divorce was a mutual decision because, according to some reports, Kanye wanted to leave Kim as well. And it was said that if she didn't file, he was going to eventually file. So the divorce was a mutual decision,
So it
but I've
wasn't a
been
happy
seeing different
couple.
reports here and there, and it seems as if Kanye wants nothing to do with Kim Kardashian. A source told Page
Probably.
Six that even before Kim
Understandable.
filed for divorce, Kanye actually changed his numbers and said, "You could contact me through my security."
Damn.
Ouch. So he let it be known that he's not fooling with Kim at all. Even
He said you can contact me through my security to his wife. Like that's cold, man. But it makes sense for you because like you gotta remember when Kanye showed those tweets about the Kardashians saying they were trying to like force his daughter to do this and they were trying to make him go to this place and he didn't trust them. Like I understand why Kanye wants to leave. I understand Kim wants to leave. Like with Kim, Kanye is very he's Kanye. Like he does Kanye things, and that can look bad. So I can understand that. But also the Kardashians, like the Kardashians are, for some of them, it's just very, very, they're very controlled, very tight group knit people. They want things done their way, And it's just like every time a black a black artist like gets involved with the Kardashians, like shit just goes downhill. Like shit just goes. I'm just being real. This is being real, guys. But I can understand why he wants to leave too, because if they really are trying to like control him and his daughters and this stuff, like Kanye's not the type of person to be controlled. He has his own voice. And Kim's not the type of person that lets the be with somebody that's going to ruin the image that she and her family has built up over years. So I can understand why it'll be a mutual agreement. I can understand why they probably both want to leave each other, and they probably both felt like this for like I don't know, for probably for a while now. We don't know because as I was saying, because it looks nice. Everything looks great and cool behind closed doors. You know, In the media and stuff, like they look cool, their marriage looks great, but behind closed doors, it's always things you just never know what's going on. That's one thing my mom was telling me. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. Just because they look and they smile perfect in front of the cameras doesn't mean everything's great.
Even though he doesn't speak to Kim, he still has a relationship with his children.
That's great.
According to Page Six, Kanye loves his children and he sees them a lot, and Kim trusts him around the kids.
Well, that's
so
great.
it's a good thing that Kanye is still in his children's lives, but I do
Yeah,
find
don't
it interesting
abandon them.
that he won't allow Kim to communicate with him. And I don't think Kim necessarily wants to, but I would think they would have some type of rapport with
For
each
their
other
kids.
since they both are co-parenting. Now, the question is, why would Kanye cut Kim off? There's been a lot of talk surrounding Kim Kardashian and her extramarital affairs. I don't know if Kim Kardashian stepped outside of her marriage, so I'm not going to put that on her, but there's been a lot of talk. And Kanye himself has fueled those rumors. He implied that Kim had a thing going on with Meek Mill.
I remember that. That was crazy.
Also, there's been rumors that Kim and Drake had an affair. And Drake has kind of thrown subliminals in.
Like you said, like Drake's kind of mentioned that before, like doing like stuff with Kim Kardashian, and I would not be surprised if Drake slept with Kim like already, like before Kanye met, because he's probably slept with a lot of different celebrity females, so I wouldn't be surprised. And like she said, I don't want to say Kim stepped out on Kanye because we don't know anything, but I wouldn't be surprised she was talking to Drake or like, Kanye was probably driving her crazy, like because it's like this separation between them could have been happening, for a while now, long before, the news came out they were getting divorced. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was speaking to like Drake or Meek Mill or something like that, like confiding in them. But I wouldn't I'm not gonna say she's cheating them, but I wouldn't be surprised if she did talk to him like that. And we know how Kanye and Drake relationship is. Like they are like Drake wants nothing to do with him, Kanye wants nothing to do with him. Like it's a total hate relationship right now. And so I can understand why that would piss him off. But the thing is, like, we don't know if he cheated. We don't know if she cheated. Maybe she was just talking to him. I don't know. But I don't want to just jump the gun and just say, oh well, he cheated.
In his music that have led people to believe that maybe he was talking about
It's
Kim.
a possibility.
Some people speculated that his song "In My Feelings" was about Kim when he referenced her as Kiki. Apparently, that's Kim's nickname amongst her family. And in an old tweet, Kim said, "I was thinking Chloe and I have our nicknames Kiki and Coco, but Court doesn't have one."
I did not know that. That makes a lot of sense.
So Kim has referred to herself as Kiki
and even named
one of her lipsticks Kiki. So it kind of led people to speculate that maybe Drake was talking about Kim when he said, "Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?" And once again, these are just rumors. And a Twitter user named Tyler Morrison was actually the one who pieced together all these different clues. But Kim did shut down these theories.
I just want to give a shout out to people on Twitter who do this because you guys are crazy. You guys spend like hours and hundreds and thousands of tweets like piece songs together and looking over every bit of information and stuff. Like I could not do that. So I just want to give a shout out to all people out there like that.
Now I have to admit, these clues aren't too far fetched. If you look through them, it kind of
it does make sense. Like
also,
it makes sense.
Drake was planning to drop a diss track against Kanye because
we all wanted to
Kanye
hear.
was the one who gave Pusha T the information about his son.
It never came out.
The word on the street was Drake was planning to drop a diss track against Kanye and expose his alleged affair with Kim. And these rumors really, really bothered Kanye because Kanye and Drake already had friction.
Yep.
But the idea that his nemesis was sleeping with his wife really triggered him. And Kanye did post a video addressing Drake.
Now the next thing is with Drake. Yeah, I told you that if I wasn't in a medicated state, I might have had the thoughts to, hold on, this train going by. Now, if I wasn't in a medicated state, I might have thought and had the wherewithal to say, hey, Pusha, don't diss Drake on my beat. And I spoke about that and took accountability for that. Now, what I'm looking for my spirit to take accountability is the fact that it's people making rumors or thinking that you my wife and you're not saying nothing and you carrying it like that don't sit well with my spirit. If I had a girlfriend
that wouldn't sit well with anybody,
from Chicago, her name was
man.
Renita, and then you was married to Rihanna, I wouldn't make no song called Riri. So when you're like, oh, I don't know where it come from, you too smart for that, bro. You know where that come from. Don't make no record with nothing that could be confused. Now I told you, I didn't tell.
And again, I did not know that her name, that nickname was Kiki. I had no idea that because I don't follow the Kardashians like that. But like that crazy, it makes a lot of sense, and that's the reason like I wouldn't name a song called Riri, and Drake's like, oh, I know where it come from, like, uh, I mean, and the main thing was Drake is probably doing that just to spite, Kanye West, because I think he said he made that song after the whole beef, was over with Pusha T. Like he had a different song already planned on the album, but after that he changed it to this. So I could definitely see this as a way of like just spiting Kanye and just like coming at him like in a slick slick way, subliminal songs. So it definitely makes sense now. Because before when I heard about it, I was like, wow. I said, why is he connecting Kiki to Kim K? But now I know that her nickname is actually Kiki. It makes a whole lot of sense for me, so I can understand
Pusha
why
no
Kanye was upset about
information
that.
about your baby mama, nothing like that. That didn't come from me. But when you played that record for me, in the
Kanye did
studio,
it though.
they said,
You weren't in your right
yo,
mind.
we got some Kylies, we got some Kendalls. I told you, Travis is your man. Don't make no record like that. That man just had a baby with her. That's gonna be offensive. That's gonna be offensive to her. I hit Trav about the ecstasy record and made sure that we was all good, that we know we family, right? So I did tell you not to do that. So period, it's like, don't speak on nobody from my family, nothing that could be even mentioned with my
Drake didn't give a
wife,
fuck.
period. We
Drake
don't have to
didn't care.
talk again. I'm not giving no energy to that, but I'm telling you that.
So as you could hear, Kanye was very direct when he addressed Drake. He wasn't dropping any subliminals. He just told Drake to stop
Straight
putting
up,
things
like,
out
stop.
there that would make people believe that he had an affair with his wife. However, Drake wasn't going to listen.
He didn't
In
care.
fact, in one of his recent songs called Wants and Needs, Drake said this: yeah, I probably should go link with Yeezy. I need some Jesus. But as soon as I started confessing my sins, he wouldn't believe
Ooh.
us. So once again, Drake is kind of fueling the rumors
That's
about him and
bad.
Kim. And now that Kim and Kanye are going through a divorce, Drake wants to confess. So Drake was definitely being messy, but Kim seems like she wants to add fuel to the rumors as well.
It may be some petty
because
shit though.
Recently, Kim liked a picture of Drake.
Ooh.
The Wall posted this picture on Instagram and tagged Drake, and Kim liked it. Now, it's possible that this could have been an innocent like. However, Kim is very calculated, and out of
It's
all
very
the pictures
mysterious
that were
timing,
posted,
bro.
this was the one that Kim liked. Do I think that's a coincidence? No, I think
don't
Kim
either.
liked the post because
Yep.
she wanted to get a reaction
Be
out of
spiteful.
Kanye, because he has been ignoring her. But Kanye has been pretty calm throughout this whole divorce process.
But she should
Do I
hopefully
think
you
it's
should
going to
keep
stay
being.
that way? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how this whole divorce is going to pan out. But Kanye is calm for now. However, I won't be surprised if some shenanigans start brewing in the future.
And he snapped.
Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
All right, guys, we're gonna stop the video right there. But I definitely agree with you saying that there's definitely a way that was coincidence. The Kardashians always are very smart with how they move and who they move with and stuff. Being spiteful. If you ever been related to somebody and you start knowing that whether it's a man or woman, you can become very spiteful. And I can see Kim really doing that. Like Kanye's really been annoying her, and he knows how he feels about Drake and stuff. Like she doing it just to piss him off. So I definitely agree with it. I think there's some petty stuff going on. Like I said, I don't know. Did she actually shoot Drake? I don't know. Maybe she did, but right, she's using Drake now. It's like as a means to like get back at Kanye, just to piss him off a little bit. And Drake's probably laughing about Drake. Like I don't care. Like he don't care about Kanye. He don't like anything. But anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think about the Kim and Kardashian thing? Do you think he actually cheated? Do you think they're just being spiteful to each other? Like let me know your thoughts. Also about the Grammys. Like, what do you think about them? Like, do you guys still care about the Grammys? Like for me, I still like watching because they have some pretty good performances. But like as far as like the Grammy like winning awards themselves, like I just don't really care. Like this year, like Taylor won Album of the Year again, and again, that's not me taking anything away from Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift is an incredible, amazing artist, and she does work hard. But it's like, come on, guys, like, come on. So let me know your let me know your thoughts about that down below in the comment section. But Zach Jackson, I'm out. Peace.